Hey, good morning from the office. I am BKP, the voice of rural America, North Georgia's only live online morning show. That would be right here. Only live online. Now I have to get ready. I only come in some days at 4, some days at 5, some at 5. I'm late some days. It's 5:15 before I get in here. And I have all this time to get ready, and then Sam used to say it. Now Jon says it like at 7:59, are you ready? I mean, it's every day. All right, folks. Actually, I was stalling for time here. I got to get my act together. That won't happen. It's a 2-hour show. Listen, I watch Good Morning. First of all, a real quick programming note. Stop yelling, BKP. It's not necessary. Okay. Let me get this out of the way. Gilmer County High School, before graduation, a senior prank went bad. The story is all over the place. There's a little of the story over here, and a little of the story over here, and a little of the story right down the center. And people are calling me and asking me and telling me this side of the story and that side of the story. And I have been thinking about this for several days. So I've made a decision that I'm going to do the story because I think it's unfair to everybody involved that the story is all over the map. So I'm putting the story together in chronological order so that we will have fact, not fiction or rumor or gossip around town. Because God knows, if I said Peyton Place, would any of you understand? How many of you, raise your hand out there, would understand? Do you understand?
Raise their hand, because you can see.
I can see, Sam. So all I need right now is, already. So anyhow, how many of you would understand Peyton Place? All right. Or let me go with another one. I'm on a roll this morning. How many of you would understand a Harper Valley hypocrite? You have no idea what I just said, do you? No. Okay. But some of you out there do. Anyhow, we're going to do that story Monday, so that way I can put all the information together. The only reason I'm going to be serious, the only reason I'm looking at Fetcher News doing that story is so we can actually clear up some of the things that is being said and some of the questions that we're being asked here at Fetcher News. Okay, now that programming note, look for that Monday. Follow it on Facebook. We will let you know the exact time that we're going to run that story. Myself, I'm actually a breast man. Just thinking, now there's times I go for, I like the thigh. And there's times I like a good wing. I like a leg from time to time. What did you think I was talking about? What the heck? So I come on and just say, hey, I'm a breast man. And your imagination goes wild. All right, so the serious side of that is, fortunately, the 6th district is not somewhere in Mississippi, or you'd have a bunch of people down there as many times as Jon Ossoff said breast last night. You know what I did find out? This is breaking news. I was not aware till last night, in that Ossoff 6th district debate, how much Karen Handel disliked breasts. I'm serious. Oh, what? You think I'm joking? Watch the hour. Don't play a drinking game using the word breast in that debate. Well, actually, if you like drinking games, that could be a lot of fun. If Karen Handel, okay, let's go here. John, let me give you a couple pictures here. Handel, Ossoff debate, picture 1. Let's go with picture 1. And this is serious. You think I'm joking, right? You think I'm joking, but Handel, Ossoff debate 1. All right, you think I'm joking. Okay, here is Jon Ossoff and Karen Handel last night. First of all, let me be clear. I have moderated debates. I moderated a debate between now Congressman Doug Collins and Martha Zoller. I moderated a debate between the Appalachian Judicial District Superior Court Judge candidates, Roger Bradley and Judge Sneed. A moderated debate between the two of them, between the Appalachian Judicial District Attorney race, Harry Doss, Joe Hendricks, and now District Attorney Allison B. Sosby. I moderated the only debate in the 9th Congressional District. Now, this is the only debate. There were forums with all 5 candidates. At that time, Congressman Doug Collins and 4 of his opponents. The only true debate. No matter how this may sound, WSB, I know a debate when I see one, and that was no debate. That was terrible. That was a disaster, if you want to call that a debate. Okay, so here you got Jon Ossoff and Karen Handel. Give me Jon Ossoff and Karen Handel. Give me debate picture number 2 and leave it up there for a minute while I talk about this. Last night, and you think I'm saying this as a joke. This is the moderator and Karen Handel and Jon Ossoff last night. You think I'm saying this as a joke, all right? That Ossoff said last night, more times than I could possibly count, that Karen Handel did everything she can to stop breast cancer screening for women. Really? I'm serious. You think I opened up when I made a little joke that I like breasts, legs, why? I am serious. Jon Ossoff, go watch the hour. His number 1 line all night long was to lead you to believe. If you believe Jon Ossoff, I swear to God, this is not a joke. If this district was in the 6th district, was in somewhere in Mississippi, you would have a bunch of people in this district in Mississippi thinking Ossoff did not like, the local chicken place he said breast so many times. I swear to God, that's not a joke. You would get up this morning thinking that Karen Handel is down on the corner carrying a sign saying, "Stop breast cancer screening now." That's how ridiculous this guy and his campaign is, attacking Karen Handel for her time at Carmen. Susan G. Komen. God, Sam, thank you so much. Susan G. Komen, okay? Handel tried to tell, and Planned Parenthood. Now, Karen Handel said last night, Planned Parenthood does not do mammograms, okay? Susan B. Komen organization told her, the board, to put together a report on how they could end their financial commitments or pull away their financial commitments from Planned Parenthood. Susan B. Komen's board asked for that. Did I get it right?
No, Susan G. Komen.
Susan G. Komen?
Yes.
All right, just stay alert over there in case you have to interject that. But anyhow, the point is, she was asked to put that report together. She told Ossoff last night, hey, first of all, I don't want to be ugly. I want to keep this as a serious report on this debate. But if this young man, okay, very young man, if this man-child, if this guy, the only thing that was missing from this guy last night is his little blue Cub Scout handkerchief. If he'd have just had that, I would have recognized him. I think he was in Troop 22. How do I get there? Anyhow, the point is, this guy last night and their lives, she did a report. She did a report to the board. The board accepted the report. Like she said last night several times, she did not have the authority or the power to end any funding or stop breast cancer screening. All right? Now, I'm going to get off that, but that bothered me so bad last night because the lies in the campaign. I can't stand lies in advertisement. And I know it's not going to stop today. They want you, let me clear something up. And I hope this gets played. Okay, they got this ad rolling around with Alexis and office furniture and Karen Handel. Now, let me be clear in actually disclosing, okay, in the disclosure, all right? I have said, there's video, I have said critical things concerning, not about, concerning Handel and her campaigns. And I have, I'm going to be honest with that. I've watched her campaigns. I have said some critical things. I've never said anything personally, okay? Because trust me, Karen Handel and Steve Handel are good people, okay? If they were not good people, day-to-day, good citizens in their district, trust me, Ossoff would be running the commercials. So you can't go back in the video and find me personally saying that Karen Handel is a bad person. You can go in disclosure and find me saying critical things concerning some of her campaigns, some of the things she's done, and some of the things she's said in politics. So that being said, let me clear a couple things up. All right? Ossoff telling the lie on Karen Handel, the Secretary of State that just went out. He has a commercial saying, you know what? The economy was collapsing, it was nosediving, and Handel was out making the taxpayers buy her a Lexus so she could roll around town. Not true. Not true. Did not happen. Did Karen Handel have a Lexus? Yes. But exactly how that took place is not true. Here's the one I like. Office furniture. I'm actually glad that Jon Ossoff keeps saying that Karen Handel, while the economy was collapsing as Secretary of State, went out and purchased $15,000 worth of office furniture. Folks, let me just share something with you. I hope if Jon Ossoff wants to do that, that we will start scrutinizing every department in the state, because every time a new administration comes in, they get a furniture allowance. They can use it, not use it. They don't turn it back in their budget. Their budget comes out. It's already set the year. There's a lot of offices in the state that have a full office furniture lease, to where realistically the office furniture in these departments is leased, and it gets picked up every 2 years and new furniture gets set down. It may happen all the time. So the lies in those ads. Now, Ossoff has these women, okay? He has these women in this ad, okay, claiming that Karen Handel cut breast cancer screening funding for breast cancer screening, all right? Then he has the doctor, okay? Dick Williams on the Georgia gang called her a little dwarf, not me. Not me, Dick Williams did, so you go back. So they got the little dwarf. I didn't say it, he did, okay? So you got the little dwarf doctor that's sitting up there in her scrub saying, I'm so upset that Karen Handel was going to cut breast cancer screening. Where we go with this, I don't know. But let me just say, you want me to believe that a woman, okay, hates fellow women so bad that she's determined to make sure that they can't have breast cancer screening. I did not know. Karen, send me a text or something. I didn't know you hated breasts that bad until last night. And that's not a joke. Watch the hour. Ossoff wouldn't shut up. A breast this, a breast that. She cut funding for this breast and that breast. I swear to God, it's true. It's absolutely true for an hour. Now, the second thing. All right, Karen, can I call you Karen? Karen, let me give you this, okay? I enjoyed this. I loved it. It was the Ask a Question. I hate Ask a Question. What the? In this next segment, we're going to allow the candidates to ask each other a question. Who the hell came up with this? First of all, anyhow, in the Ask the Question segment, right? Karen, I got to give it to you. She looks over at John. It says, John, who will you be voting for in this election? Period. Just a question. Who will you be voting for? Because guess what? John doesn't even live in the district. John doesn't live in the 6th district. Okay? Doesn't even live there. Did not vote in the primary. Cannot vote in this election. Well, respectfully, Miss Secretary, okay? Respectfully, Miss Secretary, if you're talking about... I have no sound today.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Are you sure? Because I got a text that says I have no sound.
You're green and bouncing.
Um...
I'll test it, but you're green and bouncing over here.
Oh, sorry, I was on a roll, but I gotta. Let me just check it. Okay, I want to make sure.
You carry on. I'll check.
All right.
I'm done.
No, please got some.
And actually, I'm not broadcasting either.
On what? Your...
CityLink. I went to CityLink and I'm not up. Yesterday's show's up.
That can't be possible.
Maybe my cache is not correct, but right now I've got yesterday's show, and I've gone to FYN TV 3 times.
Go to view channel.
Yeah, I.
View channel, right?
If you watch your Braves game, it's
No, I got yesterday.
But come look at this. Go back to view max.
You have today's show on FYNTV.com.
No, come here. Fade to card. Click that fade to card so that we're not sitting here on air arguing.
Okay, we apologize for that delay. We had a minor delay there, and we had a note, and we didn't mean to stop, but when you send us a note saying you don't have audio or a problem, we like to stop and check it. So we apologize for that technical difficulty. In fact, today, let's make a card that says standby technical difficulty. And so instead of going to card, if we have to talk about something, it'll come up like that, okay? And I appreciate Sam and John, and we just did a check on everything. So we apologize if you're having issue, but we did our testing, and we do have audio and everything on the show this morning. So getting back to this debate issue, okay, getting back to that, all right, last night, the debate for Jon Ossoff and Karen Handel, who we got that. Hey, Sam,
Yes.
I appreciate your note from the viewers. They can only see us through Facebook.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know what's wrong with CityLink.
Do you have a contact for CityLink?
Yes.
Text him and tell him that our viewers can only see us through Facebook this morning, and we've double checked everything. And is there a reason our stream is not running today? Through FYN TV. All right, that's all I got. Anyhow, so Karen Handel asked, who are you going to vote for, John? Who are you going to vote for? And what did John do? Oh, Miss Secretary, if you're talking about me living and helping my girlfriend. I don't remember him saying fiance. He might have said my fiance, whatever. As she's trying to finish college, okay? And Handel said, oh, okay, I got a message that said that's probably an Ossoff voter that can't hear. So the volume is fine. It's probably an Ossoff voter that can't hear. So asked Karen Handel, are you talking about me living with my girlfriend or fiance while she's finishing school? He doesn't say anything about moving into the district. Karen Handel gets asked, okay, I did not hear Nancy Pelosi's name one time from these moderators. I did not hear Hillary Clinton's. I did not hear anything from these moderators that were even remotely liberal left of a question at all to Jon Ossoff, okay? But Karen Handel gets asked about Gianforte, okay? And this is the Montana representative that hit. This is the Montana representative that had a physical altercation with a reporter and went on to win, but has supported a super PAC or whatever, which Karen Handel has nothing to do with, in commercials to try to help Karen Handel. What do? They ask Karen Handel about, do you agree with Gianforte supporting your campaign, right? Not one word to Ossoff on the liberal side. Not one single word to Ossoff, okay? Nothing. That being said, Gianforte is got not a commercial, but there's some support there, but it's not anything to do with Karen Handel. Karen Handel, says, no, I don't agree with that. But why is nobody talking about on Memorial Day where she was accosted by a very liberal journalist that would not leave her alone? And like she said, it's happening over and over. They're being accosted by these journalists, okay? Not just asked questions, just badgered. Why is nobody reporting that? There was no discussion on that at all. A couple more things. Ossoff had to bring up the 7-year-old boy. No, not himself. I met about existing, all right, insurance, how many get kicked off Obamacare, pre-existing conditions, all right? I mean, this is about as left set up for Jon Ossoff as possible last night. Couldn't be any more set up to the left. So pre-existing conditions, Jon Ossoff, I met a little boy 7 years old with a heart condition. First of all, Jon Ossoff, let me tell you, if you met a little boy 7 years old with a heart condition, he's on Peach Care. Peach Care for kids. Okay? Peach Care. I met a little boy 7 years old with a heart condition. Handel wants to take his health insurance away. Cut off funding for breast cancer. Handel looks at him, Karen looks at him and says, my sister was born without an esophagus. How dare you look at me and try to get personal and try to say that I want to kick some 7-year-old little boy off. I want to kick some 7-year-old little boy off of insurance when my sister, okay? So let me say this that's not very flattering this morning. Karen should have looked and said, look, I got a set of breasts and my sister doesn't have an esophagus. So let's solve two things. You seriously think I want to end funding for breast cancer awareness and I want to do something to knock everybody off pre-existing conditions? Grow up, John. Grow up. Seriously. Okay? Jon Ossoff, why are you not running as an independent? Why? Why are you not? He said the word independent more. I will be an independent voice. I will go and make independent decisions. I'm not beholding to this person or that person. I will be independent. Now, I'm going to give you one more thing. Ossoff, before we go, okay? This is going to be, they started last, I watched this, holy crap, I hope I can get through this. I hope I can. I think I'm going to put something rubber on that wall when I get done, so if I throw something, it just bounce off it and hit the floor. Nothing breaks. No loud noises. Order me some of those foam bricks today. You know those throw bricks? Look them up on the internet so I can order a dozen of those so I can just toss those every once in a while. Last night I watched the post-game debate on their internet, WSB, okay? And they've immediately come out and said Karen Handel does not support a living wage. I have right here on my phone last night, and I'm going to stay with me on this. I'm going to count. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I got 15 emails from Jon Ossoff's campaign. I've got emails from the DCCC last night, okay? Not one from Karen Handel, but I got one, all right? But here, already last night at 9:27, and WSB did everything they could after the show to see what they couldn't do. Help push. This is the moment that Karen Handel misspoke in the election. I don't think she misspoke at all. I want this out there. Karen, I don't support a livable wage. Handel reveals true colors. This is what I got last night, okay? And Karen said, and they've already clipped this. It's only 5 seconds. And let me tell you what happened in that question. Minimum wage. Jon Ossoff, absolutely. Do you support a minimum wage? Yes, absolutely. I'm a socialist. I support a living wage. I feel if you're going to work 40 hours a week, you deserve to have all the essentials. You know, if you listen, this is not quote, okay, but if you listen, I'm a socialist. Yes, minimum wage. I'm a Bernie Sanders guy all the way. I'm a Nancy Pelosi liberal. If they're taking, let me get this straight. They're taking Karen Handel's 3 seconds, okay? And they're calling it all day long. It'll be in the AJC, it'll be in the national news. You'll watch and see. It will be her big flub of the night. The error Karen Handel made. The misspoke, okay? That will be all over the news. This 4 seconds. But not one, hardly one, will say to you today that in that question, Ossoff truly revealed he is a liberal, a Nancy Pelosi liberal, a progressive, a Bernie Sanders. He is as socialist as they could get in that question. Nobody's going to run with that. They immediately went the other way and started attacking Karen. Ossoff said last night, yes, I support a living wage. Absolutely, a minimum wage. If you work 40 hours a week, you should get enough money to live. According to whose standards? Who's setting these damn standards? But no, that won't come up today. Put the Ossoff number 3. I had a third one. I don't know what the number is. Just put the third one up so we can have a visual there of the two of them. There they are, Karen and Jon. No, not one time will they say that today. Let me tell you, all Karen said is, no, I don't support a minimum wage. Not a minimum wage, a minimum wage increase. Sorry, increase. I don't support a minimum wage increase, okay? Do you support a minimum wage increase? Absolutely. Get it up to where everybody has a Lexus, a nice apartment, downtown Atlanta, you know, one on the 12th floor, and you know, be able to drink coffee when you want at a place where you want, and wear shoes that are worth $2 that you paid $85 for. Everybody should get that opportunity, right? That's the Cub Scout over there. Let's Photoshop a neckerchief around this guy with the little Cub Scout thing today, okay? Put a little Cub Scout hat on him. The whole works. I want that. I want that right after the show. I want Ossoff the Cub Scout. Anyhow, I think that'll go fine. They'll go nationwide. But Karen said no. No, I don't support increasing. And no, I don't support a livable wage. A living wage. Everybody knows that. Nobody supports what they call, conservatives, a living wage. Nobody supports, hey, we still around here support hard work. John, who are you going to vote for? Huh? Who are you going to vote for in this election, Karen said. That's enough for me. It's 8:31. We apologize for the technical difficulty this morning. We are working on that on the fyntv.com, but we are coming through loud and clear, volume and all, on Facebook. So we're sorry for that. I'm your host, BKP. John, take us a break. That's it for the Ossoff Karen handle. We'll continue to work on that, but it really got me last night. Let me close with the two things, all right? Karen, you should just come out and say, you know what, I like breasts, okay? And I have nothing against breasts. I have breasts. I'm sure. I know. Oh, this is a silly show. What the hell? Watch the hour and see what happens. So, how dare you, Jon Ossoff, continue to say that the lady is against breast cancer screening and pre-existing conditions? Just saying. Take us a break. Oh, when we come back, I know I keep saying that, but when we come back, we're going to look at the enemy of the state, MSNBC, is at it again. And what's happening on Capitol Hill today? Why won't they tell you the truth of why they're testifying? Can you say FISA court? We'll say it right after this break. Take us a break, John.